even know what a trigger assembly is?
Your Honor, the prosecution motions for a directed verdict. He has given active first-party evidence and testimony here today that he knows he was found with all the possessions he was charged with. He has basically admitted guilt to the charges being pressed. We feel no need to continue on with this. We feel like you've got everything you need to come to a guilty verdict without us even needing to try.
Your Honor?
Take a rebuttal.
My client, the defendant, has a right to a defense and to probative questions that can outline his innocence and provide reasonable doubt in these charges, which is literally 40 times stacking of components.
Grayson's a marshal now?
$130,000 ballpark.
Can I go again?
Ms. Winters. Not necessary. Your motion's going to be overruled. I do want to see the questioning through to the end here. You'll have an opportunity to cross, Counselor.
Understood, Your Honor.
I just finally wanted to ask is,
what the hell did Den do?
Is?
I mean, I understand that it is clearly a part made to manufacture guns, from what it sounds like.
Have you ever knowingly had one in your possession?
No.
Okay. No further questions.
All right. The floor is open for cross.
Sure. How are you doing, sir?
Doing okay.
I'm assuming it's this? It is.
Okay. It was your testimony here today that you were found with numerous illicit, illegal, contraband-related items in your possession. Is that correct?
Objection.
That is correct.
More prejudicial than probative.
Your Honor, it is the most probative question I can ask.
Further, that's going to be overruled. Counselor, I have your direct question of the witness is asking, quote, if you had anything illegal in your possession. Counsel for the prosecution is asking quite literally the same thing.
Understood, Your Honor.
Is that a yes, sir?
Sorry, can you please repeat the question?
It was your testimony that you were found with contraband items in your possession. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Secondarily, it has been your testimony here today in this court that you were incapacitated on the scene. That you were incapacitated by gunfire.
That's correct, by gunfire.
Did you use your illegal weapon that you've already testified to owning here on scene today?
Objection, Your Honor. It is stated by officers that his GRS gunshot residue test was negative.
It wasn't stated by this witness. Further, you don't have to fire a gun to use it, Miss Contralto. Objection's going to be overruled.
You can answer the question, sir. Did you use that weapon today?
If I used the weapon, no.
Yeah. Okay. It's your testimony you didn't use your weapon at all today.
No.
Can I ask why you had it on you?
Objection. Scope.
It's already been opened. I've asked him if he used it. He said no. The scope's open to ask why he's got it on him.
Further, you once again asked him if he had it in his possession, what it was, and it was explained in pretty great detail what he had on him. I see, I see probative value here. Your objection's going to be overruled.
Why did you have your gun on you today, sir? Remember, you're under oath, please. Protection. You were expecting violent action today, sir?
No.
You weren't expecting violent action, but you wanted your gun for protection. I'm sorry, I'm confused. You care to elaborate?
Objection. This is more prejudicial than probative at this point. And it's outside it's outside the scope of the charges as well and my questioning.
He is being found with massive amounts of illegal goods, which are weapons attachments upon him, right? How is it not probative at this point to question why this man is carrying illegal firearms on him? I'm absolutely baffled by this objection.
If I may rebut, his answer was sufficient of protection. Trying to probe past that is attempting to paint an improper characterization of my client.
Your Honor, permission to add this defendant's entire criminal record so we know who he is.
No.
They're asking for this.
No. Let's, okay. Counselor, just so you are aware, I don't know if you were advised by the prosecution on your late entry. The only charge that's in contest here is the possession of firearm components and attachments.
Mm-hmm.
Any particular motive behind the gun and its possession was already pled guilty to. It's kind of beyond our argument at this point.
May I rebut to your reasoning there?
Sure, you may.
Okay, so my thought process here, to spell it out for you, is the argument being put forward by the defense. It is unreasonable for us to assume that this man should have all these attachments on him because he's a good, upstanding citizen, blah, blah, blah. He's got this illegal gun on him. That speaks to the nature of this man's character. Denying this and saying that it's more prejudicial and probative is also claiming that this man's good, upstanding nature means he couldn't possibly, or it would be reasonable to doubt that this man had all of these things in his possession. I am showing, due to the argument the defense is actually taking right now in this line of questioning, that this man's character is not beyond reproach, that it is not reasonable to assume, that there is no reasonable doubt here in this line of argument that the defense has taken. This man was found and has actually articulated in this court today he had multiple contraband items, including a fully illegal weapon on him today when he was detained.
Your Honor.
Go ahead.
The issue here is the defendant had a crate in his possession of which he did not know the contents of. He did not bring to the scene. And what was discovered inside wasn't discovered until officers took that crate to MRPD and opened it up.
I'm not seeing how that's a rebuttal to what counsel just argued and articulated.
Well, it's a rebuttal because he's implying that the defendant individually knew about all these pieces that were on him, and he intentionally had it on him due to his past characterization and what have you. And essentially, we are denying any knowledge of that. It was a crate that he did not bring to the scene himself, and what was inside was unknown until it's like Schrodinger's crate or whatever you want to say. He's looked inside of it.
Damn, this is getting spicy. Nom nom nom.
Objections overruled.
Nom nom nom.
You may answer the question, Mr. Jenkins. You weren't expecting violent action, but you wanted protection. Can you elaborate?
I mean, we live in Los Santos. We get robbed every day. You need some form of protection.
Yeah, I don't.
Can I ask a couple questions?
I'll step back for Marshal Dukakis.
Okay, it's just a couple things. So you said you have the Glock on you for protection, right?
Right.
And you stated that the Glock had an extended mag. Is that correct?
Yes. There was an
You
extended
also,
mag.
okay. You also stated that the Glock also had a laser sight. Is that correct?
I believe it did, yeah.
Objection. I want to say misstatement of testimony. It was Ben Shiesty who started calling out having a beam and extended and all that stuff.
Incorrect. On direct questioning of the witness, you stated that you asked, quote, did you have anything illegal in your possession? Witness answered, I did have some illegal stuff on me, yes. You asked, what was that? His direct answer, I will spell out for you, is quote, a Glock 19 modified with a laser sight and extended mag and about 50 bullets, some painkillers. That's about it. The witness stated this verbatim under oath. Objections overruled.
Okay, so I'm correct in stating that you said that you had a laser sight on you.
So you're asking me again if I had one? Yes, I did
Yes.
have one.
Okay. What the hell are you protecting yourself from with an illegal Glock, an extended mag, and a laser sight?
Objection! Badgering the witness and argumentative.
It's been a while, but correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't I like inherently able to treat him as hostile?
You're hostile, but he did answer the question as to what he felt like he was protecting himself from. He stated robberies happened and he needed protection. As much as I understand what you're getting at here, Marshal Dukakis, the answer
We
is
can
gonna be
restate.
explained.
Yeah, I can restate it.
Yeah, if you want to take another crack at it.
Okay. Okay, with that illegal Glock, extended mag, and laser sight, what are common occurrences that you would protect yourself with?
Objection!
from?
Speculation! Patently.
Rebuttal, it's not a speculation. We're asking him specifically in relation to the things he sees, knows, and does, how he can justify the use of that extreme weaponry on a day-to-day basis as just general protection. It's not speculatory. We're asking for his own thoughts and processes.
Further, the witness established that he would be utilizing it for protection and articulating some personal knowledge of what he would need to protect himself from. The objections overruled.
Yeah, so just for the restatement, what would you be commonly protecting yourself with that, or from, with that high-powered weaponry?
Objection! Scope!
He literally has the
No.
weapon.
No. This was
Hey, is it Nino?
overruled.
Hey,
Can I get a sidebar, Your Honor?
yeah.
Sure.
What's up?
Question, if you don't mind, real quick.
Yeah.
When they announced that they were going to become marshals, right, and the marshals were coming in, their thing, the point of them was to police the place,
Trust me,
right?
I've got no clue.
That's what the
if I'm
head
allowed to
marshal
approach
kind of
you,
put out there when she announced
but
it up at the
Yeah.
auditorium.
Some of them,
Yeah.
but some of
So
the
why the fuck are
objections
they
she's
here helping
making,
him do his job?
They're stupid.
I don't know.
honestly. I'm trying.
Marshals
I'm-
are,
Okay.
can also protect
I
court
myself am
cases.
trying to become a lawyer, and most recent objection.
Fuck me, you can hear me from
she
there?
tried to give
Holy shit.
gives her no
That's
ground
good
for her
hearing.
to give a speculatory objection.
I was
Small
wondering
room.
that too.
Yeah.
The main reason for them doing the
Just be
marshals
like,
was to make sure that people like him does his job right.
Hey,
right?
doing good, Dan.
Not
I
necessarily.
came a little
Hey.
late, so I'm trying to
Okay.
catch up on what's happening.
It's not the main
Yeah,
purpose.
Yeah, it's
It's one of the
40 counts
purposes.
of components,
Yes, have you read
$125,000
the
charge.
legislation?
Oh,
Just trying to set
shit.
precedent for these ammo crates getting caught on
Oh.
somebody,
No, the
right?
legislation
Oh,
has
hell yeah.
remained the same.
All right.
Please continue.
Okay,
There
questions
are
still the same?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I
6,
just
7.
misinterpreted it. I just thought
8.
their job was to make sure that
Question, citizen. Can you please repeat?
the officer there
Yes. What are you protecting yourself from with that high
I
caliber
mean,
weapon?
wouldn't them acting on behalf of the
Gangs,
PE help that
robbers,
so that the PC doesn't do the
Anyone
police
who's
department
posing a
doesn't do
threat to
something
my
wrong?
life?
Yeah, but they might as well just
Okay,
be
you
police
stated
officers at
that
that
you
point.
were going somewhere with
They are
your
law enforcement
friends.
officers.
Where were you going?
Marshal Dukakis, you're speaking quietly.
Oh, sorry. You say that you were going somewhere with your friends at the beginning of the questioning. Where were you going?
I don't need to
Misstatement of testimony. He said he was driving along with his friends. He didn't specify a
not sure what
destination. in
Your
his
issue
testimony.
is.
That's why I'm asking where he was going.
Objection! Scope.
It's not even judge anymore, is it? Marshal Angel.
His
It's
entire
justice
statement
and
is he was at the
director.
location because he was traveling somewhere. I want to know where he was traveling to.
Overruled.
Right.
Where were you traveling with your friends?
Honestly, can't remember.
Where did you come from with your friends?
Yes, it was also to protect the state
We
from terrorists and treasoners.
Definitely
and
came
like
from around. I don't know if you guys remember what Hayes is.
Yeah, I remember.
Angel's
what it was.
announcement doesn't
Yeah,
isn't the all-encompassing thing.
direction.
It's the legislation.
For the record, that
Angel's
is on
announcement was
Boulevard
just
del
that, an
Perro near Morningwood. Sorry, near North Rockford.
Distrust for the people. You get told one thing and then suddenly they're
Well, you also get told to read the
You got
legislation.
any more questions, Grace?
Did you do
I had
that?
questions about that specifically.
No, I have no more questions.
It changes daily, so I don't.
No, it doesn't.
Mr. Jenkins, you can step back.
No, it really doesn't, sir.
All right. Is there any evidence that the defense would like to
Yes.
highlight in this matter?
I'm a lawyer. It's my job to keep up with it. So yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what I'm telling
We would
you.
like to
Oh, shit,
highlight
it's getting
that we do
spicy
not
back
see
here,
any
too.
evidence
Yes.
So when was the last legislation passed?
submitted of any
I believe it
Merriweather
would be
call.
2 days ago.
We do see
Okay, so nearly
evidence
daily.
of something
So not
that
really.
claims to be related to ammunition. But
Yo,
that is
I
not
can't
Merriweather.
admit- I-
Started on
What a
Tuesday,
spicy-
We would also like
What
to
a
point out
spicy. I'm so glad I'm here right now.
Malcolm Jenkins' backpack.
There was 2
now,
added on,
while
so
I
there
don't
was
have this
3
crate-
added on Tuesday.
Here in front of me,
No, I haven't checked new ones that have come in.
that crate looks like that crate, Your Honor. If you can
I'm asking why they're doing.
pay
it.
attention to that,
They said they were gonna be
weigh it
doing
against
But the
testimony the
they're not.
prosecution said
That's the
regarding
thing.
that.
Why are they doing his job?
they aren't doing his. He isn't a prosecutor.
And officer testimony that corroborated
make him a
defendant
prosecutor.
testimony that he was
Makes him a
being
witness.
touched and handled at this scene.
He's the one pushing the charges. Were they there?
Yes. Well, no, they weren't.
Does that conclude your highlight of evidence here?
Does, Your Honor. And I essentially want to point out also that upon arrest, he's in possession of one crate, and his testimony that he had no idea what was inside this crate because he didn't bring it there.
Part of the marshal's job is investigating and
That's about it.
prosecuting
All right.
criminal organizations.
All right.
Yeah. And he's
If the defense rests, typically this is the
We don't
spot
know
where I
that.
would deliberate, but I have reached a verdict at this point in time.
he does.
Mr. Jenkins, want to explain a little concept to you here. There's 2 concepts that came up here in this courtroom here today.
They can protect
Pertaining
the interests
to
of
the possession
state of
of
San
this
Andreas and
crate.
maintaining general law and order. This
Um,
falls under their purview.
You and your counsel are invoking an affirmative defense, stating that someone took hold of you and
Oh,
placed
shit,
this
Vinny's
crate
around.
onto your person. However,
you just
it's
misunderstood
not
what
known to us
the
who
entire
this
scope of the
person
marshals
was, and there's kind of a dispute as to whether the individual simply grabbed you
So
for
they
just a
have had
brief
4
moment,
police
or if they
officers
were there
fired
to
due
be
to
able to
their
place this on your person
investigations.
wholesale.
So does that not count?
I
in your
want to make
mind?
this clear here. Again, you are not being charged with the robbery of this ammunition or Merriweather crate. I
No.
believe the terminology here
What's
is
my
used a
take
little
on
bit
it?
interchangeably through the statements presented by the officers.
I
in
don't know what
question,
kind of argument you could make if you're
officer
caught with a
should
is
box of
referred to as
guns.
both ammunition
Officer should
crate
get people
by
to
both
represent them in
Officer
court.
Shasty and
Because
Officer
frankly,
Bean.
they're shit in court. I've beat them many
Further,
times.
It is the court's opinion that it is absolutely reasonable to search this
Hence why
crate
he showed
that
up
was found on your
with a
person.
marshal.
Given the
to help
fact that
them.
one, they have evidence on file here of a dispatch call indicating that an ammunition crate was
Daisy
being
was there
robbed,
before the trial started.
and 2, that a crate was found on your person.
I mean,
and
I
a
guess you could
gunfire
make the
happened a short
argument
distance
that
away.
if it's not your
Further,
box,
it stated that there's a
well,
in the statement by 353
I guess an
LCP,
argument could be made
he
that if
responded to the
you
crate
don't
being
know
robbed.
what's in the
Responded to
box,
the vehicle leaving
This is
east,
are you
chased it,
responsible
watched it
for
get
what's in the
freeway,
box? I don't
witnessed
know.
The shootout happened. And
I mean, there's a
no
lock
point of
on it. I don't know.
contact. So
That's a
with
hard
all of
argument
this
to
put
make.
together, there was in fact probable cause for your arrest, given that you were at the scene of a shootout, that an illegal firearm was found on your person, and that pharmaceuticals were found on your person, which you pled guilty to.
Well, she should have
Given
said
that
he
this
was
crate was
robbed.
also in your possession, even if you're going to invoke an argument that you didn't know
He's
what
not-
was inside,
It's photographic
possession
evidence.
is famous saying here. Possession is 9/10 of the law. If you've got it in
He
your
didn't even
possession,
need to testify.
you're going to be charged with it. You know,
The pictures are
99% of
plain
the
and
time, unless you
simple.
can bring forward an individual who admits to putting it into your possession, or states that they did this, or it can be testified or proven beyond an affirmative defense, which has been brought forward before this court. Nameless anonymous
So
person
you're
placing it
trying
on
to
your
tell
person
me
does
that
not satisfy that
instead of
requirement.
someone keeping the
Therefore,
components for
given the
5
charge,
guns,
reading
they
as
instead
follows
thought
for
this'll
the
be
counts
funny
of
and
possession
just
of
planted
firearm
them on
components,
someone.
given that it is per component and that there are in fact 40 components in the crate, as proven through evidence, you'll be guilty of all 40 charges. Possession of firearm components and attachments.
I
Now, given
very
the
much
time
doubt it.
since this incident, since it seems like this has been going on for quite a while, I am advocating for a substantial reduction in your prison sentence. I'd say no more than 30 months. You didn't do anything violent. It will be a full fine at this time. And with that, this hearing is adjourned.
Your Honor, may I post trial with you?
Sure.
Oh my God, Den just got. All right.
There goes that precedent.
Oh, there it goes.
All right.
Like, there was no way to win this. The possessions are.
No,
he had them
I'm
on
not
him.
saying- he should have been found guilty. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah, he was
Like-
fucked the moment they found that box.
Like, yes, the marshals are meant to investigate the police, but that doesn't mean they can't help them. Would you complain if a BCSO officer was helping an LSPD one?
No, because they're both.
They're
police officers.
both.
The marshals are there.
The marshals are law
to keep
enforcement
them in
officers
line.
too, sir.
Yes, and you read to me the point of the
yeah,
marshals
hey,
is to.
Big
for
Tim.
organized-
Yo, this is so
organization,
spicy,
right?
dude.
Hey,
I'm enjoying this so
Robbie, you
much.
see that?
Mayor Nino,
Yes.
Medi TOG,
Yes,
Medi
sir, yes,
Easy,
sir.
Medi
Alright, let me
Easy.
go get
Hey,
you
so
that.
what? Hey, so what was it about? I came like halfway. Halfway through.
Ammunition crate. We watched the guy leave the ammunition crate. So within the crates, they have like another crate they open up,
Okay.
and we basically set precedent that they're gonna get charged with each one of those pieces. So he got charged with 40 counts of firearm components.
So was the argument
That is.
if you don't if you have that because they didn't know what was in the crate, they can't be
Yeah.
charged with it?
Yeah, basically that's what they were trying to say.
Jesus. All right, good work there, Den. Good work.
Hell yeah. I gotta go talk to Peters. I
Yeah.
think I'm in trouble.
All right, how much you bring us?
125 large.
Oh yeah.
No, he said Pierce. but
Sorry about that.
a different one. Probably.
Yeah.
What the marshals did there is no different than a BCSO officer that's good at court helping prosecute.
I think I maybe got the wrong end of the stick when Miss what's her name, Angel, first kind of put out what the marshals were for.
Yeah,
Maybe I just misread that.
Yeah, that's why you read the legislation so you get the full scope of everything.
Yeah, and as you read to me, they're there to investigate organizations, not individuals.
That's one of their jobs, yes. And not even those 8 are just it says the responsibilities shall be as follows but are not limited to. So
Oh, just very vague then.
yes.
Fair enough.
If you'd like to challenge it, the mechanisms are there for you. Any piece of legislation can be audited and challenged. Except
All
the
right.
Constitution, because that's where everything else derives.
All right. Y'all take care, yeah?
Even then. Yeah, I did see you, Nino.
Damn, that got fucking spicy, dude.